What's going on, Washington Commanders Nation? For the second game since joining the Washington Commanders, we're going to be without new prize acquisition at the deadline. Marshon Lattimore. Let's talk about it. In news, a lot of us expected this week, Washington is going to be without its kicker for another game. Austin Seibert, our new starting cornerback, Marshon Lattimore, and special teams demon, Nick Bellore. Before we get to it, this video is brought to you by BetUS Sportsbook and Casino, home of the fastest payouts in the industry, and 150% match bonus using YouTube 150 as the promo code. That's 125% on your second and third deposits. Please bet responsibly. This week has gone fast. I've been battling pneumonia, but here we are. It is Wednesday afternoon. We are already about a little bit more than 24 hours away from Washington's Week 11 kick at the Philadelphia Eagles at Lincoln Financial Field. And unfortunately, we're going up there empty-handed at the cornerback position. It's going to be Benjamin St-Juste, Noah Igbenogany, and a sprinkling in of Emmanuel Forbes to go against A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith. And that hurts the soul to think about. But I guess what we have to say is this is who we've seen so far. We have not yet seen Marshon Lattimore in a Commanders jersey. So we got to go off of what we've already seen. Their defense is balling. We know what our offense is capable of. How are y'all doing on this Wednesday afternoon? I can't believe it's Wednesday already. It makes me feel like, because as a person, it's a lot to have to adjust and juggle your schedule. Can you imagine as a football player playing a game Sunday afternoon and then having to play again on Thursday? That's crazy, man. We definitely can really use him. We probably don't see him till Dallas on the 24th, because if he's not ready on November the 24th, we have a much bigger issue to be worried about. And this hamstring injury is a thing for real. I've always agreed with Louis T's assessment that Lattimore was more likely to return. Yep, it makes perfect sense. If he doesn't return versus Dallas, we have actual issues about his health. And we traded a lot for a guy that may have a serious hamstring injury, but we're not there yet. Their number 2 defense against our number 2 offense. Battle of attrition, Scotty. We got to take care of business on the offensive side. I'm not going to get too deeply entrenched into the nitty-gritty of the game, because I'm going to have Philly 500 on the channel tonight at 7:30 to talk about it. What's going on, man? Yeah, it's been rough, bro. I felt like hell all week. But we're back, big day of content. I'm over here right now. I'm on my boy D Will's channel at 4 o'clock. I'm on Josh Taylor's channel at 5. I just finished up on Philly Mike's channel, and me and Philly 500, we're going to preview it. I needed yesterday to rest. My head is still ringing like a bell, but we're trying to crack the Liberty Bell on Thursday night. We're trying to go up to Philadelphia. I've seen us beat this team before with less, and when there's 5, there's a way. So I know it seems gloomy. I know it seems daunting, but we can run with these Philadelphia boys tomorrow, y'all. It definitely does suck, because we're going to have to put the Canadian on A.J. Brown tomorrow, and that's not going to be very fun. What's going on with y'all, man? How y'all doing right now? What up, Key, Ben, Running the Life, Jordan, everybody? Cody, what's good with y'all? I feel bad. The team lost one game, and it almost makes me not want to engage in any football content. I know, because winning has felt so good all season, and then all of a sudden we lose a game, and the whole sky starts falling on us. We knew it. We still going to come out looking right. Hey, we still got to get to it, man. We still got to get to it. One is still a divisional game. And for all the doom and gloomers out there, I want y'all to realize we scored 62. We didn't get swept by Philly last year. I'm not going to escape the fact that they broomed us last year. We scored 62 points last year on Philadelphia. 31 the first game, 31 the second game. Sam Howell threw for just under 700 yards and 4 touchdowns to like 1 pick versus the Philadelphia Eagles last year. We are a lot different team. And yes, I know they got new coordinators, a couple new pieces sprinkled in, but we're a completely and drastically different team. Our best bet is probably to win in a shootout, but Washington plays better on the road for whatever reason, and we're road dogs. Let's go up to Philly and let's go make some shit happen tomorrow. But appreciate you, Jern. Appreciate you, Sheen. We got to get it done. It's still a divisional game, and I still feel confident, man. I'm telling you, as long as that boy number 5 is on that football field, I have a chance, man. I feel confident that we have a chance in any game we play. Damn, is pneumonia around? I know a few people. Yeah, man, especially this walking pneumonia shit. I didn't know pneumonia walked. I just found that out the other day when I went to the doctor. But yes, pneumonia walks apparently. I appreciate y'all. B-Rob is trending to play. B-Rob and Andrew Wiley are going to give it a go. That's the next news we were getting to. But where is Joe Witt Jr.? Bam ain't speak to the media yet. Oh, that's interesting. Did Cliff already speak? Because, we usually hear from them on Thursday. I don't know. The schedule is very weird when you're on a Thursday night football. Benjamin St. Ass will lock up A.J. Brown. Emmanuel Forbes revenge game. Is that what we want, y'all? We want Emmanuel Forbes revenge arc, his anime villain arc. Line him up against A.J. Brown and pray. Is that what we want tomorrow, y'all? We're 7-3 without Marshon. I still think we win. King Hypno, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about right there. 7-3. Yes, we've played 10 games without him. We're not going to know how good we are until he gets on the field. So ultimately, while it hurts because we wanted him for this matchup, the team is not moving like fans do. So we have to put our fan card aside for a second and say, yeah, I get it, man. Ace Boogie, I appreciate you, man. You were just over in Philly Mike's stream. I was just kicking it with Mike. Me and Mike both under the weather right now. You were one of the people over there with some sense in the chat. I appreciate you for joining up. Are we hitting a panic button? No, we're not. We're not hitting a panic button because we've already played 10 games without Marshon Lattimore. I need Brian Robinson's ass out there, though, because Brian Robinson, our 2 biggest games this year, Baltimore and Pittsburgh, we've been without B-Rob. And clearly you can see the impact on the offense when Brian Robinson is not on the field, while Eckler and McNichols in short situations and in goal line to go situations, they can punch the ball in. They're not gashing defenses or wearing them down. Both of them in this offense, their niche has been complimentary back. So we need Brian Robinson Jr. as out there because it just looks bad to say our 3 best opponents we've played this year, the Eagles, the Steelers, and the Ravens, to not have B-Rob out there for all 3, that's deadly, man. That's deadly. Brown and Smith are dog. They got dogs all over the roster. Even though we've seen this Philadelphia team take a lot of dips and declines, and they were starting to lose it in the locker room over there. On paper, that roster is top 4 to 5 in the league. It may be probably higher than that. St. Jude's is going to get cooked if they put they put me out there with pneumonia. I'm catching a pass on them. Look at who they've played the last 5 games. Of course, their defense is playing well. See, the thing I don't want to do is that I don't want to look at who they're playing because you can do that with everybody says we've beaten no one, and you can say the Eagles beat no one on this 5-game streak. Every week presents a new challenge for an NFL team. Every single week, bad teams beat good teams every week. People get upset all the time. You have to take care of the food that's on your plate. Whoever the schedule prognosticators put in front of you, you got to play them, y'all. You got to play them, y'all. We've been winning without them. So we want to see what this defense can look like and what it can transform to with Marshon Lattimore. Unfortunately, we have not seen it yet. We don't have to go to gotten finessed yet because we happen to trade for a guy midweek on a week we're about to play a game on Sunday and Thursday. You don't want to throw a soft tissue injury out there and play 2 games in a 4-day span. They may just be slow cooking the chicken. Remember, we got this guy for pennies this year. We got him under contract for not that much in 25 and 26. They're looking at the long-term health. How would you guys feel if Marshon said, "Oh, I'm on a good team now, so fuck it. Let me just jump out there." And he goes, and his hamstring turns into Kansas City barbecue and falls off the bone. How would you all feel if that happened? Would you feel like, fuck it, I'm just glad he went out there? Or would you say, oh, they probably should have waited until he was 100% to put him out on the football field? The way that they're seeing it is in a glass half full type of way. We've won this many games without Marshon. Why are we going to put him out there at 84% when we can wait till he gets closer to 100? It's hard to get to 100% at this time of the year because Washington is one of the unlucky teams that suffer from having a week 14 bye week for the second year in a row. So the bye week did the Eagles well. The Eagles have come off the bye week looking like a completely different team, and that will do it to you. Big Dog, take some basil leaves, ginger, and a little bit of cayenne, heat over the stove, make some tea, drink that. I've been trying all types of tonics and different suggestions that people have been sending my way. I had no voice on Monday. Like, there was no way I could come out and do any content Monday. I have somewhat of a voice yesterday and today, but after I recorded with Lake, my head was rocking. So that's why I was chilling. Respect the Chiefs kingdom. Y'all always find a way. Appreciate that, my guy. Here we go. Maybe Mikey does a good job on Smitty. I think so too. I think Mikey Sanders still on Smith. That's going to be a fun matchup. I tweeted this yesterday. I was like, how we going to feel when Jahan beats Benjamin St. Juice for a touchdown, man? My voice still messed up for being at the game. My combination of being sick and how loud I am on game day is the perfect combination right now. If Marshon was on the Chiefs, he'd be playing. Nah, I don't think that's how hamstrings work, my brother. I don't think that's how the hammies work. Like in a certain city, he'd be out there right now. We need that boy at 100% because if we put him out there and it's hurt, we're going to look crazy. We're going to look crazy as hell. He's still day-to-day and limited. Andrew Wiley and B-Rob are going to give it a go tomorrow. My guess is B-Rob is going to be out there and Andrew Wiley. Bro, it's Thursday night. We're putting the all-whites on. Last time we put the all-whites on in Philadelphia on prime time, I watched Taylor Heineke's mid-ass beat the Eagles on Monday Night Football. So if you don't think that a Jaden Daniels-led football team can win this game tomorrow, I don't know what to tell you, man. I'm still confident. Like I said, I'm not going to go too deep in it. This is just an injury update stream just to keep y'all up to speed with what's going on with the team right now. I just finished up a stream on Philly Mike's channel. How are we doing out there? Terry has always had big games against Philly. He needs to have another one. And this goes back to his first NFL start of his career back in 2019 with Case Keenum. Big post. He should have had 2 deep posts for a touchdown that day. When I was on Philly Mike's stream, one of my bold predictions is that Terry gets his first 150-yard game of his career tomorrow night. Terry in his career has like 58 catches for about 850 yards and 5 touchdowns. He plays his best ball versus Philadelphia. I think he's going to draw a lot of matchups with the rookie. We're going to see what Terry looked like versus a first-round rookie cornerback, Quinyon Mitchell. Put that young boy on skates, Terry McLaurin. Put him on skates. And it sounds like Philly, they don't want Slay on Terry because, you know, Terry's kind of all we got in the wide receiver room. So if Quinyon Mitchell's the best they got, expect to see a lot of Quinyon Mitchell on Terry. I'm telling you, he gets a battery in his back when he plays against the Eagles. Jaden Daniels, our quarterback, he's a big game player. When the lights are the brightest, he shows up. We saw what happened versus Cincy. This is a completely different team as the Cincinnati Bengals. Appreciate you for that 99-cent, my guy, and appreciate you for joining up over here as a fan of the Ops, you know. Appreciate that, man. That's love. That's love. That's love. Losing one game knocked my whole immunity off, Dawson. One loss and all of a sudden my immunity went to hell. All of a sudden we was out here. We was out here not sick all year. We lose a game and then all of a sudden, man, yeah, this shit is I need B-Rob ass out there because B-Rob been week to week, day to day the whole season at this point. Yep. 19 games in 2 years. That is a thing. That is definitely a thing, no. But I don't think the team had as much of a short-sighted view as we had because we was out here Oh, he better play versus Philly. I don't think the team traded him that he had to play versus Philly on Thursday Night Football, man. I mean, the doctors ain't give me shit. They told me this shit is viral. So they told me ibuprofen and rest. I said, all right, man. I could have stayed at home for y'all to tell me to drink Canada Dry and chill. Like, what are we talking about? Lattimore got that Embiid. Hey, chill. Perfect cure for walking. Coffee enema. I don't even know what that is, but I'm not even a coffee person, but I'll take any and all suggestions. I just want to win a football game tomorrow, man. I just want to beat the Eagles tomorrow. Fuck my health right now. Win this game tomorrow, bro. I want to win. I know what it looks like. It looks daunting. It looks like a tall task, but this is a divisional football. This is a divisional football game. Not going to lie, I'm worried about Thursday short week. And we should be. We should respect the opponent. But, man, don't you got enough hate in your heart with the Philadelphia Eagles and enough knowledge of how we do in the NFC? Like the NFC East, these divisional games could be crazy. We could all be expecting a shootout tomorrow, and that shit could mess around and be like 17-14. Division games can go 1,000 different ways. Just know that we have a quarterback capable of keeping us in every game. Look Sunday. Look Sunday. Like, Keisha, I don't think Jaden is at all affected. He missed 2 throws and receivers dropped 6, and he put us in position to win the game. I think when we lose a game, everybody starts coming up with every conspiracy theory. We did not execute down the stretch, despite the fact of all the guys that we missed on Sunday, despite the fact of how many times we collapsed in that game. We're driving to win the game, only down 1. 3 wins the game, and we had a quarterback draw that was 1 block away from being a 50-yard touchdown. Noah Brown, who could have been interfered with, but I don't leave the game up to referees, drop a pass on 3rd down, and then Zach Ertz on 4th and 10 catches the ball at 11 yards and takes a knee at 9. So Jaden, despite having an off day versus a very good defense, still made enough plays for us to win the game Sunday. We just did not execute down the stretch. Y'all are going to get y'all getting spanked tomorrow, and I can't wait to tell every one of y'all Commanders fan that's Commanders fans in plural. You know, when I was over at Philly Mike's chat, I realized that Philly's biggest opposition tomorrow isn't Washington, it's grammar and punctuation. Shout out to Rhea for still popping up for us, not at 100. Hey, you know what I'm saying? I'm on the injury list, but we still here. Man. He wears 5 because of McNabb. He's going to want to show out in the link. The lights are bright, and he want to talk some shit to them fans in Philly, man. $2. Appreciate you, Titus. 202 Titus. Appreciate you for the donation, my guy. Saint, but no ass. You got sick, bro. Jaden Daniels gonna fumble that ball if he tries to run. Good luck with that, because we've only turned the ball over offensively 3 times, and 3 times in 10 weeks. I'm not counting Olamide Zaccheaus muffing a punt on Sunday as an offensive turnover. He got immunities in his code. Oh, yeah, from Bubble Boy. He got immunities. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate y'all, man. I really look like shit, bro. It's the ring light and the adjustment. My teacher's an Eagles fan. I hope we beat them, man. Canada Dry, you know, that's black people vibranium right there, man. On God, if you told a black person Canada Dry would cure cancer, we would believe it, bro. Canada Dry, bold, running through your veins, bro. It might as well be the same as vibranium. JD Hurts is not even close. Marshon Hainsworth, hey, chill out, man. Chill out. You said, I don't want to do that. JD5 screamed, he back today at practice. Yep, when he was throwing on the target machine. Yo, we going to be all right, man. We're going to be all right. We traded for Marshon. We didn't sign him because we don't have a number 1 cornerback. That doesn't change because fuck, my health goes crazy. Hey, I want to win tomorrow, bro. If I got to be the sacrificial lamb, just win the game tomorrow, man. Washington, and yeah, we always go at it, man. We always go at it. I've seen worse Washington teams beat the Philadelphia Eagles before because we needed him, and we still need him. It's not as short-sighted as you want him to play right now. Soft tissue injuries are not something to play with. Smash that like button for your boy. We got about 500 in here impromptu on a Wednesday afternoon. I keep losing track of what day it is because I'm not used to us playing on Thursday night football. We play tomorrow. That's crazy. That's crazy, bro. As long as we have JD5, keep your hopes alive. No drop passes and no penalties, and we're 9-1. Discipline has to be key. We only beat ourselves. The only thing I've seen stop our offense this year is our offense. Like, it's penalties, it's drops, it's missed throw. It's us. It's us. You know, remember how Ron used to always say everything we have is in this room? The only team that stops our offense. The defense is different because we still missing some pieces on that side of the ball. But offensively, the only thing I see stopping us is us. We get too cute sometimes. We get way more procedural penalties than I would like. You know, when you run the RPO and the screen game. Speaking of the screen game, we got to get the screen game involved again because it feels like we haven't run an effective screen pass in like 6 weeks. And earlier on in the season, the screen game was an integral part of the offense. So is Zacchaeus. He's still out there, man. Rio out here selling his health for the win. I'm with it, bro. I just want to win. Hey, you must be Gonzalez. I was married to a Puerto Rican for a decade. Ponte Vicks. That's what they do for everything. Ponte Vicks for everything. Vicks Vapor Rub is Spanish people's ginger ale, bro. My Puerto Rican ex-wife and her family, they will put Vicks on anything. Don't go to the emergency room. Don't go to the doctor. Vicks Vapor Rub. You combine that with my black ass saying drink ginger ale. You combine Vicks with the ginger ale, bro. You could solve world hunger on God. Penalties in the red zone. That is our biggest op. Our biggest opposition is as soon as we get to the red zone, we cannot wait to start holding, jumping off sides, illegal shift, and dropping shit. Like, I don't know what it is. Like, this team gets inside the 20 and gets antsy. They get excited. They're like a guy on his first date with his dream girl. We get inside the red zone and start selling Jaden Daniels down a fucking river. The cutesy plays, when they're timed right and executed, they do work sometime, but it feels like they happen I never want to see that screen pass, trick play, double pass shit. I don't want to see that shit ever again, man. We are our worst enemy, on God. I would get Daryl Green to suit up before BSJ and Forbes. I would too. Unfortunately, that's not a real reality for us. Let me hear one more claim this is a Super Bowl contender. Law said he not trying to hear that shit. Vixen ginger ale solving world hunger. I'm telling you, bro, them boys would avenge. They would unite like the Avengers and dominate immunities worldwide. Please move. I don't even think he has the intuitiveness to play safety, if we're calling it a buck. Johnny Newton owe us a few sacks for that jump start. I hate that he jumped off sides, but he definitely owed me something. But I wasn't really tripping because my mind had already registered that we lost the game. Forbes, Richard Sherman regenerated. BSJ playing tomorrow. Oh, he did dislocate his finger. Is he on the injury list with the dislocated finger? Y'all smash that like button. We in here 5:30 deep on a Wednesday afternoon. We're going to wrap this one up in a little bit. That girl, I love your laugh. You're far too kind. Don't make me black man blush on this stream. Michael Jeffrey Jordan in the chat. Should we keep Jonathan Allen after the season? I wouldn't be opposed to it. I don't think we're going to, though. I think we're going to sell him. That sounds crazy. I think we're going to trade him. Sell him is crazy. Hold up. Let me chill the fuck out. That shit sounded real slave trader-ish. We're going to trade him in the offseason is my prediction of what I think is going to happen. Yo, no, I'll be all right, man. Let's win this game tomorrow. I'm going to be straight. Felt bad for Newton. Dude was in tears after the game. I was kind of confused that people were like losing their minds about it. I hated the penalty, but I wasn't really tripping over Newton jumping off sides because I thought the game was over already, if we're being perfectly honest. Yeah, that was crazy. I know that was I think the underrated part of this game that no one is talking about is I feel like the team that gets the most pressure wins. I think we're going to both focus on stopping the run first. Yep. In the last 5 weeks, I believe Washington has the third best pressure rate. We need a receiver, T. Higgins, in the offseason. We need a couple things in the offseason. When we get there, we're gonna talk about sell them. We don't sell at least until oh no. So you said post inauguration. That's how we get down in America. Please let Benjamin St. Just be hurt this week. Unfortunately, y'all are gonna hate when I say this, but we need Benjamin St. Juice out there tomorrow. Must be sick. He trying to sell. Lattimore won't be back until I think he's back. What's today? The 13th. We play Dallas in 11 days on November 24th. If he's not back, the Dallas game, we have actual issues to discuss. Until then, I'm just going to say that was the plan the whole time. Realistically, trade is also, it is too. It is the trade. Either way, it's bad when you look at it, but you know what? Y'all know what I meant to say. Sending them down to Mississippi is crazy. The game was not over. We had a minute left. I know. And we've seen this team win with left. My brain, the way my brain works, I had already registered the loss after the Zach Ertz play. And I just wanted it to be over because I didn't want to feel any more pain. So, yes, we did have a minute left on the clock, but the football gods aren't cooking for you every week, y'all. Dak will be out for the season. Yep, with a hamstring. Them soft tissue injuries do not play to the highest bidder. I'm on my Leonardo DiCaprio and Django shit. Not St. Jesus. I get we rivals, but I don't like that people trying to downplay the Lattimore pickup. That was a big pickup. It was a very big pickup when we can get him on the field. We got to see him. But until we see him, we got to work with what we've got right now. But yes, I think Lattimore is a huge addition to this team. And I get fans' frustration that we're not able to see him yet because we were like kids on Christmas at the conclusion of the trade deadline. Washington comes in last minute and gets the toy that they've been dreaming about all year. And like a kid on Christmas, can you imagine being 9 years old? You get that toy you've been waiting all year for, and there was a note that said, you got to wait a month before you can play with it. We would have threw that whole damn toy in the trash, which I see some people doing in the comments right now. We'd be like, man, fuck Christmas. Like, what do you mean? What is this post-dated ass gift? Let him cook, y'all. Let that boy simmer and let that boy get his soft tissue injury right because we don't want to lose him before we've even got to see him play here. Sheldon Day flies around the football field, man. 64 with the insanely long dreads and he has a really bad build for a football player. Sheldon Day out that joint built like me on the football field, but 64 and them dreads are flying around the field. That is juice up front. That boy he playing like the rent is due every day as a guy who wants to remain on an active roster and not just on a practice squad. That's how I like to see my guys up front moving. That boy plays hard. Going to be one of the hottest teams heading into the postseason. DQ have them ready to run through walls in January. Hey, man, we're going to be all right, man. We're going to be all right. Rio, don't let AI talk about Washington hasn't beaten anyone. Talk about Washington hasn't beaten anyone. Have him explain how. Oh, ow, eagle out. Have him explain how Philly beating a bunch of 2-win teams makes them any more legit. And that's why I stay out of the nitpicking opponents game because you can do this with a multitude of teams in the NFL. You can literally do that with a lot of teams. So it's a very purposeless conversation that goes. It's a quicksand as talking point. Y'all haven't beat anybody, but no, y'all also haven't beat anybody. You play what's on your schedule. There are teams that we play that Philly beat by a little bit, and we beat by a lot. There are teams that we beat by a little that Philly beat by a lot. None of that shit matters. Ultimately, we got to play them tomorrow night on their home turf on Thursday Night Football. The last time we saw a prime time was week 3 against the Cincinnati Bengals on Monday Night Football, where we went down to Burrow's Den and took care of business. Jaden shows up in big game situation. Allen gonna be like, who that new on the neck? Yo, Django is one of the funniest movies ever, yo. And I say what you want about Quentin Tarantino. Making a movie about slavery and action comedy is one of the more genius movie directions I've ever seen in my life. Day is a meatball full of muscle. Muscle meatball is a crazy nickname, man. If we get the Hurts, we can slow their offense down. They got a lot to pick from, man. Dallas Goedert, Saquon Barkley, Devontae Smith, A.J. Brown, Jalen Hurts with his legs or as a pass. I would rather him dropping back and passing versus us than any other thing that they have to offer, because I think we're going to put enough pressure on Jalen Hurts that we can force him into mistakes. And he has moments and periods where he gets turnover happy as hell. So we're going to say Sheldon Day is built like the whole month. It's fucking hilarious. Appreciate y'all, man. I still feel like ass, but we here though. We here though for sure. Who would y'all rather play tomorrow, Forbes or St. Juice? As much as I hate watching St. Juice play football, bro, I remember very vividly what watching Forbes play like, and I'm cool on that, man. I swear Johnny Newton has the strangest. Johnny Newton's building. Johnny Newton looks like the D lineman on Madden. Stop the run for sure, Saquon. But if Jalen Hurts, we got to. I'm trying to think, like, because it's pick your poison with this football team. They can beat you in so many different ways. We got to put the tush push in the dirt like a casket. Remember, they remixed it on us last year. They ran the remix of the tush push. The key is to get them into third and longs where Jalen has to pass. And on those downs, you have to be aware that he can take off at any point. Jalen Hurts plays like ass after he's been hit a few times. This is also true. Yes, our undrafted free agent out of Colorado State, Chigozie Anusium, was signed to the Browns' active roster today. I was going to touch on that a little bit later. We're about to wrap this stream up. Who went and blocked me on Sunday after the game? Someone blocked you? Somebody blocked you on Sunday after the game? I don't know why Jared would be blocked. You're in here all the time. You're an integral part of this thing here. I got a bone to pick with a mod. Hey, let it be known, man. Speak your truth. We're going to get out of here because I got to do a stream on my boy D Will's channel on Breaking Command. Make sure y'all check my community post at 4. We're going to do a little afternoon drive with me and D Will. 5 is going to be me and Josh Taylor. And tonight on my channel, 7:30, we're going to do a game preview with me and Philly 500. Zaddy Rio. Here go this guy. The Bears team. Yo, y'all team, what's going on with y'all, bro? Y'all just fired Shane Waldron. Matt Eberflus is holding on by the hair on his chinny chin. I don't know who blocked you, but we can figure that out because I don't see no reason why you would need to be blocked, brother. Is there anyone that can replace 25 that's currently on the roster? No, unless you want to put Michael Davis back out there again, and I'm cool on that. If we're in zone coverage, I'm playing Forbes in certain packages as long as he has safety help. Safety help should always be a thing. Let's not roll safeties down on third down, guys. Let's not do that, man. I appreciate you, Jack. I'll be all right, man. I'll be all right. We need to get Fowler out there at corner. Caleb, I don't do that to K. Y'all still got time, man. Y'all offense suck. Y'all line suck. Y'all are just a shit organization. Don't put that all on Caleb, man. Whining about being blocked will get you blocked. Law is a savage, man. I don't think he's a bust. It's way too soon. I need to see him with a real coaching staff and a real offensive coordinator. They did brag about their offense looking like calculus, and now their whole team is in flux. But we are about to call it a stream. We're about to call it a stream. I will be back at 7:30. Like I said, check me out on my boy D Will's channel, Breaking Command, a D&D podcast at 4. I'm on with JTFB, Josh Taylor at 5, and I'm back at 7:30. Full day of content to make up on the content I lacked yesterday. Fire everybody, man. Y'all are a dumpster fire. Washington has a game to play. In about 29 hours from now, I will see y'all a little bit later. Smash that like on your way out the door. Hail to the Commanders. Talk soon.